Tonight is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk Counties, Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. Police are investigating the shooting of a man standing in front of a fruit market in Roosevelt. Police say it happened last night around 7 o'clock. The victim told detectives he was standing at the entrance to the WZ fruit market on Park Avenue when he heard multiple gunshots and felt sharp pain in both his lower legs. The victim managed to get into the store, and the clerk called 911. Police say 7 9mm shell casings were found in a nearby intersection, but the victim wasn't able to offer a description of the shooter. Police on Long Island have arrested 2 drivers in separate incidents for allegedly driving drunk the wrong way on major highways. The arrests are the 4th and 5th incidents of wrong-way driving in just a month. But unlike the other incidents, neither of these arrests early today involved accidents or injuries. The first arrest was a driver on the Long Island Expressway who was chased for several miles before being stopped in East Yaphank just after midnight. About an hour later, another driver, identified as 40-year-old Christopher Williams of East Northport, was stopped for driving the wrong way on Sunrise Highway in Shirley. Police say he refused to pull over, then resisted arrest, injuring a police officer. You may recall an off-duty NYPD officer was killed in a wrong-way crash on the Northern State Parkway last month. And just a day later, a woman was arrested on the LIE going the wrong way. And last Friday, a college administrator crashed while trying to avoid a highway roadblock. A Long Island man working at a Belmore gas station has been charged with exposing himself to the young daughter of his boss. Police say 23-year-old Sudhir Mogula of Hicksville was working behind the counter of the gas station last evening when he exposed himself to the 6-year-old daughter of the station's owner. And police say the owner was also in the office at the time. Mogula has been charged with sexual abuse and endangering the welfare of a child. For children in need, the holidays can be a tough reminder of all they don't have and can't look forward to. But a party today here on Long Island helped put those thoughts to rest for at least a while for dozens of needy children, as Dana Arshan reports.
It was a party today here at Oheka Castle in Huntington for these Long Island children of need, whose holidays may now be looking a little brighter thanks to Toys of Hope. Celebrities, including Jersey Shore's Mike the Situation, explains the goal of this benefit event.
It's the Toys of Hope, and I found out that the foundation helps like 65,000 kids a year, and that's needy kids, and that's 100% donations goes to the kids, and that's anything from medicine to toys, money.
Other celebs say because of their fortunate lives, they feel obligated to help the children.
I just think that every kid should be given a chance.
I'm about to put on a tiger costume and go and dance with these kids to somehow the Village People's YMCA, which they were playing earlier. I don't understand how.
Can you show me some of your dance moves?
Absolutely not. Wait until I'm in the tiger costume.
And it was well worth the wait. There are about 180 children in need here today, aged 3 to 5 years old. And the smiles on their faces show just how grateful they are to be able to get gifts this holiday season. It was hard to keep up with these little ones, but I was able to speak with 4-year-old Jaden, who says he can't wait to see Santa. Are you excited to be here today?
Yes.
How come?
Because I'm going to get presents.
When a kid comes downstairs and goes under the tree, and instead of seeing nothing, there's something there, so that's what it's all about.
In Huntington, Dana Arshan, LI News Tonight.
A team of students from New York Institute of Technology have won a design competition, giving them the opportunity to work with the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum in Manhattan. The NYIT students will be converting their design ideas into actual construction plans. John Santa Maria reports.
Work by students at New York Institute of Technology may soon become a permanent part of the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum in Manhattan. The team known as Alphabet Soup, one of 6 finalists, came away with the winning design and a top prize of $3,000. 3 members of Team Alphabet Soup came to visit us to discuss their victory and their outstanding accomplishment. They presented their design for an energy-sustainable aircraft hangar of steel and glass that includes a roof consisting of 5-tiered sections resembling aircraft wings. According to students, the sections symbolize the ship's history of having been attacked by 5 planes at Pearl Harbor.
If you look at the events that took place on that ship, there were 5 kamikaze attacks. So we wanted to symbolize how everyone on that ship ended up surviving through that and pulled together and really struggled through that.
Students say their design couldn't cost more than $1 million and that they had to generate their own electricity. And there were also a lot of minor details that they had to work out.
Well, a lot of research went into finding out how to get these prices and different information on the building itself. We had a lot of people on our team to get all this research done, and intense work nights to figure out how we were going to propose this to the Intrepid people themselves.
And students say their work is not over.
Well, in the beginning of January, we're going to sit down with everybody at the museum, along with the engineering firm and architecture firm, and kind of hash out what our building is and see what they're going to do to make it feasible to put it on the deck.
The Intrepid says it would like to have the structure completed within 3 years. In Old Westbury, John Santa Maria, LI News Tonight.
It was a mixed day on Wall Street today. The Dow finished down 2 1/3 points, but NASDAQ was up 7 1/2 points, and the S&P was up 4 3/4 points. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
See a screening of the film American Beauty at New York Institute of Technology's D. Seversky Center in Old Westbury on Wednesday, December 15th at 6 p.m. For more information, call 516-686-7567. The author of Black Grass will be discussing his book at the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center in Glen Cove on Sunday, December 19th from 1:30 till 3:30 p.m. For reservations, call 516-571-8040, extension 104. The Freeport Community Chorale will hold a holiday concert at the Freeport Memorial Library on Sunday, December 19th at 2 p.m. For more information, call 516-379-3274. Or check out the Winter Warmth Art Exhibit at New York Institute of Technology's Gallery 61 in Manhattan, Monday through Saturday until January 18th from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. For more information, call 212-261-1562. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
Press play to start your future. Learn the industry. Use the technology. Become an expert in television reporting, journalism, radio, digital film, public relations and advertising, television production, digital graphics, a beautiful state-of-the-art campus, a road to the job you've always wanted, in the media capital of the world. Communication Arts at NYIT. When can you start?
Some stories around the world today. British lawmakers have approved a controversial plan to triple university tuition fees, with just a narrow margin as some government legislators rebelled amid violent protests outside Parliament. The plan is to raise the cap on tuition fees to $14,000. Outside, many in the crowd booed when they heard the result of the vote, and police with riot shields and batons fought with angry student protesters near Parliament. Earlier, protesters threw flares, billiard balls, and paint bombs at officers, some on horses. They rushed to reinforce the security cordon. Police said 13 protesters and 4 officers were injured, while 7 people were arrested. Pro-democracy demonstrators are gathering in Norway's capital a day before the Nobel Committee celebrates this year's Peace Prize winner, the jailed Chinese dissident Liu Xiaobo. It will be the first time since 1936 that the prize won't be handed out because the Chinese government has prevented Liu and his family from traveling to Oslo to collect the award. China was infuriated when the prestigious prize was awarded to Liu and has pressured foreign diplomats to boycott tomorrow's ceremony. The Nobel Peace Prize Committee says Liu will be represented by an empty chair. And NATO says its ties with Russia are improving despite strains created by the release of confidential U.S. cables regarding the Baltics. The cables released by WikiLeaks disclosed that NATO secretly decided in January to expand a defense plan to cover NATO members Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, which border Russia. Russia reacted in anger and questioned whether NATO really wants closer ties. But NATO says Russia and NATO don't see each other as a threat, and the two yesterday agreed to initiate a previously planned combined missile defense system. And an earlier agreement to expand NATO's overland supply route to Afghanistan via Russia has also gone into effect. Well, despite the current cold weather we've been having, experts say 2010 was a warm year. In fact, the UN Weather Agency says 2010 is almost certain to rank among the 3 hottest years on record. The World Meteorological Organization also says that global temperatures since 2001 are the highest for any 10-year period since the beginning of climate records in 1850. The WMO said this year's temperatures through October were at near record levels. Data for November-December will be analyzed early next year. The WMO Secretary General said there is a significant possibility 2010 could be the warmest. Some good news for Howard Stern fans. The radio shock jock announced today that he's staying with Sirius XM Radio. Stern says he signed a new 5-year contract, but his other terms weren't initially disclosed. Stern had been locked for months in stormy negotiations as his original 5-year deal worth $500 million neared its end just days from now. Earlier this week, he said on his radio show that he would not accept a pay cut if he stayed. A jury has awarded $66 million to a New York woman who was left paralyzed when a weight machine at a physical therapy office where she worked fell on top of her. A jury in Buffalo reached the verdict Tuesday after nearly 8-week trial. The woman was working as a physical therapy assistant when a Cybex exercise machine at a Buffalo orthopedic office fell on her back in 2004. The woman, now 30, suffered 2 broken cervical vertebrae and had bones compressed onto her spinal cord. Cybex, which was found 75% responsible, says it will appeal that verdict. Well, we had a mostly sunny and cold day today. The high was in the low 30s. Tonight, mostly clear, with a low in the low 20s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high in the mid-30s. Saturday, partly cloudy, a high in the mid-40s. Sunday, a rainy day with a high in the low 50s. And the outlook for Monday, a mix of rain and snow showers and windy with a high around 40 degrees. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.